Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Quest XI Act 3. We are currently in the Trial Isle, the Temple of Tranquility. And I've got a couple of confessions to make and a couple of things to say. First of all, it's a delicious cup of coffee, but more importantly, I love this game. I absolutely love this game. This is my game of the year for 2019 and no one, 18 sorry, and no one can compete or argue with me. Without further ado, let's look at what has happened. Well, first thing, everyone character level 99. As you know, equipment wise, we have some super new equipment. We are super good, and lots of things have changed in the equipment department for our characters. So our characters are pretty much decked out as good as they're gonna get for now. For now, because there's still quite a few things that have to get done. Secondly, I did a couple more of the trial stuff, but I didn't fight any of the bosses. What I did is I did the trial, and when I made it to the boss level, so basically the temple, the teleport that takes you to the next boss fight, if it's a special boss, I teleport it out. So I'll be checking those for super bosses at the end of the game. After the game is done, I'll be coming back to this trial and we'll be doing every single one of these for super bosses. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be skipping the actual trial and just doing the super bosses. But that is that, and we'll do that later. I think we fought one of each, and then one there and one there. So we fought 5 super bosses in total, if I'm correct. I'll just go look that up on the Let's Play before I do that. Another thing that I did off camera, I did some fun forging. I like fun forging, so I did some fun forging. If we go over to our fun forging, you can see pretty much did as much as the game would allow me to do. If I could do it, I did it. I can still do this, but I haven't done it yet. I'm saving all these for like the final fun forge episode. We're going to do finishing off the fun forge, because I don't know if there's still recipes to get in the game, guys. There could be still recipes to get for all we know. So I've just really been doing some extra Dexter work here, making sure that I have forged as many of the things in the game as I can forge. So as you can see, almost everything is done. Basically, it's the ultimate stuff that is left that I have not yet done. Anything that's ultimate or set wise, it's kind of been skipped for now. But that won't be a problem, because off camera I did the amazing thing of grinding up every single item we need to make every single last forge we need. So unless the game gives me new recipes, we should be 100% fine. If I'm correct, I've actually completed all the accessories. And as you also notice, I got the stars, guys. I got the stars. I didn't play games. I went and I got the +3s. If you're not getting the +3s, you ain't doing it right. So we did that off camera. Another thing you might notice that is different is if you go over here and look at our character build. We have 15 points on Veronica, 15 points on Serena, 11 points on Savando, and 19 points on Hendrik. What we're actually going to be doing in this episode is completing the skill trees for all the last 4 characters. The last 4 haven't been done. Rab is done, Jade is done, Eric and JRPG are done. So without further ado, let's get into that. So what I have to do is obviously I have to go grind up some skill seeds, you know, quite a lot, and now we have them, so we're going to use them. 1 on Veronica, 1 on Serena, 1 on Hendrik, and of course last but certainly not least, 1 on Savando. So now you can see actually how much skill points every character, if you look there, needs to max out the grid. So you guys could use that as a potential idea. Without further ado, let's learn the final skill trees of all the characters in the game. Tramolash for Veronica, Legendary, Legend Madame, Water for activating all of Veronica's skill panels. Beautiful. We're going to head over to Serena. Party Pooper. Learn Party Pooper. Healy, Legendary, Water for activating all Serena skill panels. Salvando. Living Legend, the Water for activating all Salvando skill panels, of course. And last, but certainly not least, Hendrik. Actually, it's kind of least because I never use him, but you guys get the picture. Kazing, learn a new spell, Kazing. Chivalric, Legend, Water for activating all of Hendrik's skill panels. And there you guys go. So that is every character skill panel completely done, and 1 skill point wasted on my main character. So, you know, could have saved myself a few seconds of grinding. Now, if you guys want to see the grinding spot and route to do that and how to do it, I'll let you know. There's many videos on our good friend YouTube/Google. That's how I did it. You think I'm going to figure out how to get skill seeds myself? Hell no, man. I Googled that immediately. So that is that, and that is done. Now, what is still left to do in the game? Well, there's quite a few things. 5 minutes into the episode, we get to actual content. We need to hand in the rest of the mini medals. B, we need to go to every single town and check for any alternative things we might have missed, such as items, stuff like that. Because if you go to the game, there's actually an info tab, which has types of items acquired, 824 out of 933. Battles won and quests cleared, and I think there's also types of monsters defeated, 638 out of 662. So we need to obviously get all those. We need to get the rest of the items, so we have all 933 items in the game, and we need to get all of the types of monsters defeated, so we have 662 types of monsters defeated. But what I'll be doing as well, I'm just not sure when exactly. So the weapons I'll do off camera, not off camera, I'll set it up off camera so I can do one video of it potentially, and I'll be hunting down the final monsters. The monsters are kind of difficult because we go to defeat the monster list, and you look at like, okay, let's go for like a region we haven't finished. There we go, the sea. As you can see in the sea, we need one more monster, a question mark in the sea. Now the problem is we don't know where that is. If you look at these are also all malicious or very strong and high level. These are the Grey Gordons, the Squidzillas, the Crustaceans. These are high abyssal octopod. That's the strongest octopod, by the way, in the game. This is very high level monsters. So this has to either be a malicious or it has to be a very high level. Now I'm thinking it's a situation of I need it to be raining while I'm in the ocean to get this guy to spawn, or potentially nighttime. But once again, I'll be checking that all out on our good friend Google, getting the lists and getting it done. Because that's something you just need to do. So we're making some good progress there. So without further ado, I think we've said all we need to say. So let's start the episode off by doing a nice little zoom all the way over to La Academia and hand in the final mini medals, because we do need to hand in some mini medals. Then we're going to go to Hoto, the city Hoto, not the Hoto Mountain. We're going to go in city Hoto to collect the Sword of Kings. Remember that man that needed orichalcum earlier in the game? Yeah, you remember him. We gave him an orichalcum. He's got an item for us. I'm hoping the Sword of Kings. Now, if he's going to sell it to us or not, I have no idea. I don't. But hopefully he will. So we'll be checking that out. But first thing is first, and that is handing in these mini medals, guys. Handing these mini medals. Very important. Because I love the mini medals. And I love collecting mini medals. And I like everything about mini medals. So because I have an addiction that every viewer is well informed of, we're going to be collecting the sparkling. No one will ever stop me from getting my sleeping hibiscus. I need it. I cannot live without my sleeping hibiscus. Act 3 was very fun. Act 3 was extremely fun. It was some challenging fights. These super bosses are thick and strong. It was very fun. And you just get to actually do everything for a change, which is nice. There's no limitations. There's nothing holding you back. Welcome to you, young man. And I see that you have bought me 26 mini metals. Magnificent. Allow me to stamp your album. We get Urban Shield. So that's a new item that we didn't have. So that's very nice because it's another item added for our collection. Felicitations, young man. Your reward for collecting 100 stamps in Urban is Urban Shield, a maximally magnificent prize. Beautiful. And then we get a new recipe book. Oh, so that's a problem. That's actually a problem because now I need to go round off items off camera again. Felicitations, young man. Your reward for collecting 110 stamps is making things with Metal Kings, a maximally magnificent prize indeed. Wallach acquires a recipe book entitled Making Things with Metal Kings. He takes a look inside. Learns how to make Metal King swords, Metal King great swords, Metal King boomerangs, Metal King spears, Metal King shields. Beautiful. You have completely filled a page of your album. This is not a miniature achievement in the slightest. Completed. Can it be true? None, mas. Oi, oi. You have completely filled your album. This is magnificent, incredible even. You are the first person in the history of the academia to collect so many medals in so minimal a time, and use that I was right to involve you as an student honorary. But does this mean that the mini medal collecting career is over? None! Now that your album in the medalliers is complete, I will exchange any medals that you bring me for maximally magnificent rewards of your choosing. Plus the change in, I would have you collect more mini medals just like you did before. Seeks them out, picks them up, and brings them to me. School Captain de Medallias, water for completing the 4th page of your album de Medallias. La Academia de Notre welcomes you. You have 10 mini medals. What would you like to exchange for? Okay, sweet. So now we can actually exchange here. This is insane. I wish I knew this before. Oh my goodness. You don't understand how long these items. 10 for 1. Pip. What? So Saint's Ashes 1, Chronicles 2, Servant Soul 3, Spectralite 3, Alpha Elixir 3, Uber Gate of Evolution 5, and Pepper 5. These are all really valuable items. This is easily grindable. This is easily grindable. This is easily grindable. This I don't think is easily grindable, but I seem to just come across it quite often. I don't have a clue how to get this, so this is super valuable. This is kind of easily grindable, but it does take a little bit of effort. And then this I don't even think is grindable. So I think if you ever have any medals to waste, give it to the pep medal, for the pep pip. I don't care about any of these other items, so I'm actually just gonna try to buy the pep pip because why not? Boom. Yes. Item bag. Beautiful. Goong, goong, goong. There we go. I thought maybe you'd get some type of thing for spending your mini medals, but it does not look like that's the case. Without further ado, that is the end of the mini medal campaign, which is very fun and very exciting. So next step is lots of places, and there's lots of things we still need to do. You know, there's, trust me, there's a lot. There's a lot. But we're going to be going straight to Hoto, and we're going to be on with the game because I don't think I specifically need to check every other thing out that we've kind of already seen, you know. Yeah, I can go to every town and speak to every person, like in Cobblestone, you know, check out what the Dirk do, check out what the wrestlers did, you know, we can go check that out. You know, we can go to the shops and see what the shops sell. Is there any items we don't have yet? There's any items we need to complete the item collection book, you know. We can do that. You know, there is many options. But for me, I love Hoto. Love Hoto. Absolutely love Hoto. B, I actually want to finish this game. So, without further ado, let's get into Monsters Roam the Land. Yet Mika does not guide us. Her sign is like snow. They say she is gone, hiding up in the mountain, elusive as mist. She is literally saving you all from Tatsunaga. Dude, give me the Sword of Kings now. The blade has been forged. Splendor plain for all to see. My life's work complete. It is now on sale. A tour de force. A wonder. A price tag to match. Okay, where is it for sale? Is it for sale at the shop? At the weapon shop? It'd actually be odd if it was at the weapon shop because that would be weird. I do ironically know of a couple of items I need. I went off camera and I started it, but I never ever completed it because I was way too lazy. But I started like the concept of getting every item off camera, and I was like, this is gonna take too long. And I was already taking so long just to get the channel done. I was like, I need to. Where's the freaking? Where is it? Where is the Sword of Kings? Where is the Sword of Kings? Am I blind? Am I blind? I don't see it, but for instance, the Fireblade, I know I need the Fireblade. It's one of the weapons on my list of weapons I need. I also need a 1000-fold sword, which I thought they would sell in Hoto, but apparently I am very wrong, so who knows. So yeah, there was a couple of things that I needed, so I went off camera and I looked it up to get the list, but I never got around to it. I'm not going to do it now because I haven't completed it yet. I've only done like the first page of the list. It's very time consuming and difficult. I have no idea who the fudge sells the Sword of Kings. Do you sell the Sword of Kings armor shop? I mean, that would be weird, right? The armor shop sold the Sword of Kings? You do not sell the Sword of Kings. You sell insanely good equipment though. Holy shit, dude. Okay, how do I buy the Sword of Kings? Explain. You know, I'd probably buy it from the shop right next to the guy who forged it. You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. Now that I've had time to think about it, that makes a lot of sense. Open sesame. Sell me the Sword of Kings, lady. Welcome. What can I sell you? The Sword of Kings. There we go. Oh, it's super cheap. An extremely effective evil banishing blade that can be used in battle to unleash biting winds upon opponents. Slices through in a group of enemies with a whirlwind when used as an item in battle. Sword of Kings, we'll buy it because why not? And we'll put in our equipment bag. Beautiful. Now the reason we're buying the Sword of Kings, oh, you can only buy one. Oh no, that actually kind of sucks. You know why that sucks? Because we're going to use this in a recipe, and then if we use it in the recipe, that means we can never ever get back, which means when I do my list, it's going to show I need the Sword of Kings, but I'm not going to have the Sword of Kings, so I'm going to be very confused. I'm just going to have to make a mental note. A mental note, which is my biggest weakness, that I have the Sword of Kings. Let's see what you say now that I bought your Sword of Kings. But can this be true? Can it be that you have more Orichalcum? Please tell it to me. How big of it? No. My Orichalcum. I need it for recipes, guys. Oh, we need to check out the middle slime recipes, but I'll do that off camera. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over to the mountain, and I'll see you guys all there. By Priestess Miko, actually. We'll be at Priestess Miko to speak to her. And just like that, here we are at Priestess Miko. Wait, can this be true? Can that be luminescence? Is salvation near? Hope is rekindled, the mirror can be made clear, and my son can be saved. Will you hear my plea? Will you bring light back to us? As sun pierces clouds? Hell yes. Gives the luminescence to Miko. Words will not suffice. You have given us a chance. Light in the darkness. If I have to kill this dude, I'm gonna be very irritated. Very irritated.
Look, the mirror glows. At last its power awakens. Now to see the truth. Mirror, with your light, rid us of the dragon's curse. Let my son be free!
Mother!
The drought breaks. Rain falls. Tears of joy well in my eyes. Pain washes away. How long I waited. The nights were never ending. I pined like the wolf.
Mother, I am here. The time of sorrow over. The dragon no more. Who?
They are our saviors, restorers of the mirror, heralds of the truth.
My joy knows no bounds. United with my mother, dawn breaks on heart's hills.
We owe you a debt. We await you in the shrine. Let us give thanks there.
Which shrine game? The shrine in Hoto? Do I need to go back to Hoto after that little cutscene? That was super easy. I thought at least I'll get a boss fight out of it. Excuse me, game? Not even a boss fight? I feel like I got ripped off, guys. Let me be straight up with you. Where's my boss fight? Okay? I was promised a boss fight. I was all excited about a boss fight. I was like, yeah, let's do this. Boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. I mean, Hoto. Okay. I'm gonna go straight to the shrine. I was going to explore the... section where Tatsunagi was lying down. But we can do that on the way back to go make the Sword of Light. This is all just to make the Sword of Light, basically. Because we need the Sword of Light and the Sword of Kings to make the supreme Sword of Light. We can't make it without it. It's just one of those things, you know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. Adam, wait, old man. I'm not here to talk to you. Our savior appears, the light gifted to the world, the luminary. There could be no doubt. I saw the fire in your eyes, pure as heaven's flame. I know who you are, the one who to banish darkness as dawn does the night. Now you come to us to seek Mount Yuji's power, the world's sacred heart. Take my offering, the key to the place you seek, the volcano's heart. Receives the crucible key. Again. There was a poem once told to us as children, let me now recall. A lake of love, the holy flame cast within, crucible reborn. The mountain's secrets even I do not know. Oh, what wonders sleep there. Go, luminary, go to the volcano's heart. Seek the crucible. Okay. This is just making me run from point A to point B and back to point A and back to point B again. Ah, I do not like that. Very, very common trope in JRPG games. So it's not like I should be surprised or even irritated, but it's still frustrating. So I'm going to head on back to Hoto Mountain again. We're going to go to where Tatsunagi was. We'll check that out quickly. And then we'll just make our way to the Crucible. So I see you guys all there at the... every time I see this, I think of Kizumonogatsu. It's insane. Anyway, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the mountain volcano again. I'm going back again. See if there's anything here. I don't think there would be. But I thought, you know, might as well give it a check because kind of couldn't do anything here. I thought maybe Doesn't hurt me, which is good. I thought potentially there was a chance that maybe he was like lying on a sparkly, or once you save him a chest would spawn here of some kind or something like that. But it looks like there's nothing here. That's okay. So without further ado, let's head on to the crucible. I'll check you guys all there, and we will make the sword of light again. Okay, so let's get to this. Let's make this sword of light, guys, again for the 50th time. It's actually the 2nd time, but it's more dramatic if you say the 50th time. So we're pretty much missioning through this episode so far, just kicking butt. Like I mentioned, as much as I love this game, and I already do, I do want to finish it at some point. Okay, like it's been a series, man. It's been a series, and I've been editing every single episode of Act 3. Let me tell you guys right now, that is a lot of work. I'm a very tired boy, but I can't stop playing, so I have to keep doing and keep going, baby. Yes, go my guiding light of whatever, and go into the volcano. Oh, no cutscene? Where's my cutscene, dude? Well, there was a last time there was a cut. I feel like I got ripped off, man. Still no sparklers? No sparklers. Okay, just checking. Hello, Crucible. I'm here to make the great power emanates from within. This certainly seems like a place where a legendary sword could be forged. Use the forge hammer to work the orichalcum and make a new sword of light. Oh crap! Now I'm gonna be one orichalcum short. Oh well. It's okay. I'll go find another one. It's alright. It's alright. Or did I get a second one? Or did I get an extra one already? I think I might have thought ahead.
So we did it, huh? A second sword of light. So, are you gonna give it a try or what?
Okay, so acquires the sword of light. That was super easy. That was like way less. Last time every person had to hit together, and it was this big emotional like moment between everyone. Now there's no. I feel it doesn't have the same impact as the last sword of light had, but it's okay. So now that we have the sword of light and we have the king's sword, the only thing left to do is actually go to a Fun Forge and make the supreme sword of light. Okay, so that we are here at the Trial Isle again. It's my favorite place in the game, so I like coming here often to everything. We're going to be using these in the Fun Forge to make the sword of light. But, big but, before we do that, big buts and all that, I'm actually going to make every other item first. So we're going to make every other item, we're going to finish it up on the Supreme Sword of Light, I think is the name. Simply because I just want to do all the other items. So I will be making every item. I'm not going to make the +3s here. If I get a +3, I get a +3. If I don't get a +3, I don't get a +3. It's fine. We will move on. But if we get a +3, that's a bonus. And I will show off the +3. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first one we got is in the knife section, which is the Dynamo Dagger, which is actually not equipped. The dashing dagger is not equipped in Dynamo, so that's kind of interesting. So without further ado, let's make a Dynamo Dagger. Whoa. Items. Oh, it has. Savannah has equipped. Never mind. And see, it uses some very rare items. Uber Ages of a Gates. It uses what else does it use? It uses Crimsonite. You know, it's some super seriously rare items, guys. It's ridiculous. So +3ing is super difficult, by the way, on these ultimate weapons. It's very hard because it's really hard to get the the bars even just full. It's really difficult. So I actually found out through trial and error that the best way, because I was using a seasoning path, And now I came to the conclusion, wait, but if your sizzling puff is high, it means you'll do more damage, right? Isn't that how that works? And after lots and lots of trial and error, I found out that the best way to do these is actually just to go straight for the... This might work. To go straight for the double sizzling puff startup. So my personal way to do it, but I'm not saying that's the only way. There's probably multiple other ways and better ways to do it. But man, I did a lot of fun forging. Let me tell you that much. I would love a perfection here. Not a perfection, it's okay. We didn't expect the perfection, especially on our first go of our ultimate weapon. So I'm very happy just to get a success +2. 15 perfection tools gives me a second chance. I'll do it off camera. Without further ado, let's get into the boomerangs. So we're not going to be doing the Metal Kings because I don't know if I have the equipment. I don't know if I have the items for it. I only grinded the items for all the ultimate stuff, like the Galaxarang. So let's make the Galaxarang. As you can see, it uses Uber Gate Evolution, Thunderballs, which are super rare, Black Tears, which are super rare. It's really hard, guys. It's really, if you want to make these, you got a little bit of grinding of camera. Let me tell you that much. So make sure you guys are prepared for that. The boomerangs are the hardest, in my opinion, to do. I find them to be insanely difficult, and I do not like them because of that reason. Yeah, I'll master stroke this. I think a double whammy should be enough. Don't think we need a triple whammy. Double whammy should be perfect. Okay, sweet. So that's one, guys. We used 250 of our temp, as well as almost 80 of our skill points, just to do one. And you're telling me I've got to do 4 more? It's madness, guys. So I think here we can actually go for a double whammy with this crit. Oh, beautiful. That actually means with this boomerang, unless I F up, which is definitely possible, we actually have a very high chance of getting I'll go for normal basher. Or it didn't crit, so it went over. So I did mess it up because it didn't crit and it went over. It happens occasionally. Oh, but that kind of fixes it. That kind of fixes it, guys. So we get a crit here, we Gucci, we didn't. So we actually fucked up the boomerang big time. We went over twice and got 3 ultimates. So we should get a success +1 here, potentially +2. Yes, it looks like a success +1. Oh no, just a normal Galaxarang, so that's very bad. That's very bad. I'll do that off camera as I mentioned earlier. So that video, let's go. Wands next is done. So a Royal Staff for our goal, Veronica. I'm not sure if the Royal Staff is the best weapon in the game, but I think it is. Start the same strat. Double sizzling puff every time, baby. Into triple whammies for days. That's like the only way I found to +3 these items. And it's taken me a long time. And that is one of the most frustrating parts right there. Ooh, I will actually master... Actually, I'm not going to master. Okay, I'm going to gamble a little bit. Let's gamble a little bit. Maybe we get lucky. I'm going to actually do like this. You're wondering why I hit the top guy there. Ah, it didn't work out like I was hoping. That's okay. I actually had a little bit of a strategy in mind here. So I need to think now. How would I want to handle this? If I go for a master stroke, then I go for a double bash. Will I get both? Oh yes, baby. That is exactly what I was trying to do. So that worked out extremely well. We just need to get this all the way to the end without damaging it, and we'll get a perfection. That's all we need to do, baby. But oh, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna run out of points. The bane of my existence, running out of points, guys, every time. So we're actually gonna fail here. As you can see, we ran out of points. So we're actually going to fail this one. Which is very bad. We'll still get the item, but we're going to fail it. So it's just going to be a basic. It's not going to be a plus anything. So as you can see, that's a failure right there, guys. Even on like 2 yellow things, we still get a failure if we mess up once. So it's very, very difficult. You need to really be on top of your game. We're not going to be doing that. We will be making the Hell Beast leash. And we're making all of them pretty much. That uses an Orichalcum and a Crimsonite. Did you guys see that? Orichalcum and a Crimsonite for this. This is insanity. Insanity. Anyway, we're going to be doing the same thing we do every time. Except I'm going to be changing up just a little bit here and going for the triple whammy right here. Oh, how unlucky was that? Didn't get the crit and then I went way over. Man, sometimes you get unlucky and sometimes you just get very lucky. It's kind of like the thing I've noticed about this is that it does require a little bit of luck here and there, you know what I'm saying? So you do need a little bit of luck. Like there, that was beauty. Beautiful. More of those, please, game. Okay, I think we can... No, I'm not going to gamble that. Now I'm just going to use 1 Quadra Bash, and we're going to get 4 things completed. So, bam. And that's how you have to do this. You just need to learn when to use your Master Strokes, when to use Witch Bashes, and be very careful that you don't be like me and be an idiot and accidentally damage the pieces apart. So this could be a perfection, even though we messed up one, because the other 6 were just so good that there's a potential for a perfection here. Just a success. Wow, I'm actually really messing up today. This is like some of the worst forging I've done in a while. But it's okay. As I said, I'll fix all these off camera and make sure that we have the ultimates of all of them. So let's make the Giga Greenham Whip and then the Mega Greenham Whip. So we're just going through all of them, making some items. There's nothing else we're really doing in this episode. We're going to end this episode with this sort of Supreme sort of light. Every single one? Oh, just... Okay. I was a little bit confused. I was like, wait, what? That was pretty good. Inspiration strikes. Ooh, it's a little bit awkward. This one's kind of weird because there isn't really anyone I would want to hit like this. So it's kind of like a little bit of an awkward situation, but it's okay. I think that would be a great time for a triple whammy all the way over here. Because it's half damage. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Strikers next strikers damage. How about a double whammy then in the corner? Beautiful. I'm gonna master stroke. And we're just gonna do a single bash right there. Boom. Easy, guys. Then we take a little bit of a lightning bash over here. It feels good. Another one. Nah, we can go for like a normal bash now. Because with half damage. And I won't go. You know what? Let's try lightning. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. We don't get it. That's fine. Didn't think we would, but I thought I'd gamble. So this should be perfection. This kind of has to be perfection. If this isn't perfection, I give up. I actually give up. And I don't know. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I knew I'd get a perfection at some point. I just didn't think it would take so long. Making all the ultimate weapons is quite a chore, as you can see, but something has to get done, so we're gonna get it done. It's beautiful. I like it. Now we're gonna make the Uber Greenham Whip. Uses an Uber Gate and a lot of very, very rare items. So as you can see, this is why it's so hard to get the perfects or get the perfections. It's really, really difficult. Not an easy thing to do. Let me make that very clear. I would love a master stroke right now. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby, that's what I want. But I'm not going to use it just yet. Next strike is half. That's a little bit of a problem. I'm actually going to go for a quadra strike then if it's halved, because that's going to work out pretty well for me. Normal bash here. Normal bash there. I'm actually going to go for like a little bit of a double whammy over here. Okay, next strike is double. That would be a perfect opportunity for a triple whammy. Didn't work out as well as I was hoping, but it's fine. Okay, I think we can master stroke now with 1,000 heat left. Should be fine for 4 perfects. Beautiful. Our next strike is half. We don't really care about that, so we do a single bash. It's okay. I'll switch on to a triple whammy once again. We'll triple whammy the bottom one. I'm gonna go for a double whammy on the top one. I felt like a triple whammy is just a bit much. I will double whammy this bottom one too. Should be fine. And we'll just bash. Bash. And I'll use not lightning. So I'm just gonna end it right here. It could be a perfection. It could be. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it could be. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know why I like it? Because it means I don't need to rework it. And I don't want to rework it, so it makes me very happy. Beautiful. So the rest of this episode is going to be just us fun forging, making the Supreme Sword of Light as the final weapon. And when we make the Supreme Sword of Light, we'll end the episode there after speaking to the guy who told us we need to make the Supreme Sword of Light. And I'm pretty sure that means next episode we will actually go to Kalasmos and go take him on. I might want to, in between the episodes though, just potentially, haven't decided yet, still thinking about it, still doing the maths, you know, thinking about how I want to handle the situation. But I might just in the next episode choose to go for the finishing up the shops, or going to every town, you know, buying up every equipment that we're missing. But I'm not sure if that's something I want to do on camera, or if that's something I just want to do off camera. I'm still 50-50 on that choice. So it's something I'm thinking about for a while. But right now we are just finishing off the Fun Forge. It's going to be very cool. I'm very excited to do that. It's going to take a little bit of time. As you can see, there's quite a few things we need to make. It's okay. I know I grinded all the items I need for it, so I'm not too worried. I'm not for the Metal King weapons though. I did not grind for the Metal King weapons because A, I didn't have the recipe book for it. I had not handed in all the mini medals, and B, I didn't know about it. So, you know, something we still have to do. There's my beautiful. There it is, baby. My master stroke. It's what I want. Every time. I want it every time, baby. So good. The master stroke is so good. It's like, it's how you perfect. Without it, you cannot perfect. So let me just make this very clear. Without a master stroke, forget about perfecting. If you think you're going to get +3 weapons without a master stroke proc, forget about it. Okay, actually, you can do it with the lower level equipment, of course, but once you get to the higher level equipment, such as I'm making right now, ultimate equipment and such, it's not possible, guys. It's not possible. Right. So one more claw to make. Claws, the Zenlong claws, Uber, a Gate of Illusion, and a Crimsonite, and a Dragon Horn. Dude, what do you want from me? Do you know how long it takes to grind those items? What do I look like? Do I look like I've got items growing on trees over here? I don't. It's a lot of work. Inspiration tracks. I kind of feel like Quadrus bashes are your best chance of getting the things I want. So it's kind of interesting. See, I need to master stroke now, but it's a little early. I would have preferred to go one more round without master stroking, but it's okay. And it's exactly what I was worried about. We didn't get any more. Oh, that is pretty lucky, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't actually want to crit that. So I might use a lightning bash. Perfect. I'm actually gonna end it here. This could be perfection. I'm not sure. I feel like lightning bashing the other side would have been too risky. So I'm gonna end it right there. I could perfect here, or I couldn't, but I did. Beautiful, beautiful. We love it. The more perfections I get now, the less reworking I need to do in the future. So it's very nice. In the end of this episode, once I made every item, I'm going to do the reworking to get the +3s of everything. But I will fast forward that, or I'll just cut that, or I'll just edit that. I haven't decided yet. So that means the claws are done. And finally but not least is the axes. So if we look at where we are at right now, we only have the Supreme Sword of Light and the Metal Sword. We have to rework the Dynamo Staff. So that's 1 rework, 2 reworks, 3 reworks, 4 reworks. Only 4 reworks so far. That I think that's a pretty good rate. 4 reworks, about 5 perfections potentially. Feels good, guys. Feels good. Okay, start off with double assisting puff as always. You use that Quadra Bash for the Master Stroke. Ooh, that's kind of bad. To get that crit like we did is kind of bad. It's actually a little bit of a problem. I think we should be fine to this. And this. And this again. And then we will go for a triple whammy here. Triple whammy here. Triple whammy here. Triple whammy there. I'm not going to be bashing that. You can forget about it. A normal bash here. Another normal bash here. And then normal bash here. And then we're going to go for a master stroke. And we're actually going to go for a double edge bash here. So I want to get those. And I'm going to end it with a little bit of a lightning bash situation. A couple of lightning bashes at the bottom. Just get it like as close as possible. Get it perfection. Feels good. Moving on. Love it. Absolutely love it. So as you can tell, I've done a lot of the smithing. Like a lot. So I kind of know the system. That's why I was so embarrassed to get so many just successes. And even that one failure was embarrassing. But I've done a lot of this, guys. So I understand the system already. I've noticed that the bigger the weapon is, like these axes, the claws, anything that's large, whips, the bigger they are, the easier they are to forge. The smaller they are, the harder they are. Which is kind of interesting. You'd think it would be the opposite. No. You know why? Because there's a thing called Quadra Bash. And Quadra Bash is brokenly good. Has not given me a master stroke yet. There's my master stroke, baby. That's all I want. Oh, that's perfect. My master stroke now. Look at this. Look how glorious this is, guys. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, I didn't actually get it as good as I wanted. I'm actually a little bit embarrassed, but that's okay. I wasn't sure about that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That one felt like a little bit of a risk. I was like, should I go for that? I don't know, man. Beautiful. So the reason I used the single bash there so much, there in that specific situation, I was hoping for a singular crit like I got. Because I knew a singular crit would put me exactly where I want to be. So we can try some lightning bashes here. Maybe we can get them to the yellow. Yes, we did. Maybe to the yellow. A little bit over. It's okay. I think we should still perfection it though. Which will be amazingly good. It's a lot of fun forging this episode. You guys don't even want to know. You don't even want to know what the fun forging off camera was. Now, if you want to talk about fun forging. If you want to know about fun forging. Wait until you see the... Oh, I mean, you'll never see it. But wait until you do it. Wait until you do off-camera fun forging, guys. It's hard. So now, all our weapons are done now, except for the metal weapons, but we're not going to be doing those. We're not going to be making the metal King's Shield, but we will be making the Soul Sucker. Why? Because I farmed the items for the Soul Sucker. So I'll make this on the Soul Sucker. As long as I do not make any of the Metal King weapons, I should be fine, because I know for a fact I got all the items necessary to make all the other items. I used my trusty book. Dude, that is not good, man. That is so bad to get that crit. That crit kind of screwed me. I'm being very honest with you all, that crit kind of screwed me. If you want to know why, I'll tell you why. Because now I don't get to Master Stroke the final hit to push me over the ledge. I'm kind of stuck now having to do it manually instead of just abusing the Master Stroke mechanic. And that's kind of a problem, but what can you do, guys? What can you do? I think this should be fine. If we get a Lightning Bash crit here, we'll get it. We didn't? That's okay. So I don't think we get a perfection on the Soul Sucker. It's okay. We'll get a normal success. It's fine. We might get a perfection if we're lucky, but I doubt it. Oh, we did! Wow. Okay, that was a little bit lucky. I don't think we were that lucky, but you know, if we got it, we got it. I'm not going to complain. Another one bites the dust, as they say. So, forging armor time. So, basically, the Metal King's Shield is the last one, but we're not going to make that as I mentioned, because I don't know what the requirements of what I need to do for my other items and what the metal items need. I don't know how it's going to mess up my creation, so we'll be focusing on all the other things. So, right now, we are making the armor sets for each character. Every character seems to have their own like final armor set, a unique armor set that you equip, and it changes the look of the armor, which I obviously really like a lot, and I think it's really cool. But that doesn't mean you need to make it. Now these items require a lot of rare items that require a lot of off-camera grinding. I did it all off camera because I knew if I did it on camera, we would all be here for the rest of our eternal lives. But if you want to know how to get any item specifically, or if you want to know how to do anything specifically, just check out the link in the description below. There is a request form which you can fill out and go to, and if you do, I will make sure to bring out a video explaining exactly step-for-step detailed on how to do that. But there's many guides on the internet as well as YouTube that you guys can just check out, and I'm pretty sure it will do exactly the same thing. But for now, let's get back to forging the final equipment for the characters. Once we do this, I'm basically done with the Fun Forge. I just need to obviously go and make the metal weapons. But I don't know if I have everything I need for that, so I'll be doing probably most of that off camera slash sped up or edited, so it's not too long like these. I'm just doing these now like this because these are kind of like, I almost want to call them story related, because it's the final equipment for each character for their look. It's the final look altering equipment for each of the characters, and that's a very important thing. You might be wondering why it's very important. Well, let me explain to you why it's very important. It's important because you want all your characters to be wearing unique armor. You know why you want your character to be wearing unique armor? Because it looks nice. Okay, it looks nice. You know it looks nice. I know it looks nice. You want it to be like it. You know, you don't want one of your characters to be, oh, I've got the Metal King armor on, I've got the strongest armor the game has, but it's not my unique set. I'm not wearing my unique set. I want to wear my unique set, you know. Servando, for instance, would love to wear his Mardi Gras outfit because that is his unique set. And if you make the final form, which is of course the strongest form, then Servando gets to wear his favorite set. Ooh. I will cut that little bit of a scratch. I'm so sorry. Then Servando gets to wear his favorite set, which is just great for everybody. I get to see it, which looks pretty. Servando gets to wear it. He looks different, you know, unique. Not just the plain old, oh, this is the costume he's been wearing all game, kind of boring type situation. So, but that's just my personal maybe preference thing. I don't know. But we're going to get this done very soon. I'm very excited. I kind of feel like a normal Codger Bash now, just to get a little bit closer. And then we will Master Stroke Codger Bash. And that should get us at least 2 or potentially 3 perfects. Beautiful. Normal Bash down here. Another normal Bash down here. Anything. Perfection. Love it. So as you can see, once you've done a lot of this, and I say a lot, I mean a lot, guys. Like seriously, like I hope you all have a lot of time on your hands, so you can sit and you can just literally. And there we have the Xenon Herring +3, another perfection, baby. We love it. The more perfections I make now, as I mentioned, the less reforging I have to do. So it's actually super nice to get the perfections ASAP. And look at this. All I had, perfected, baby. Sexy. So let's go make helmets. Apollo's crown, which is for Rab, you know. Never going to use Rab, so I don't technically have to make it, but you know, I did grind the items for it, so if I did the work, I might as well get the reward, you know what I'm saying? So this is like a very JRPG type of thing, you know. You want to have a special type of item, well, you gotta go work for it, because we ain't just gonna give it to you, and you're gonna have to go grind out the items. You need to like find the recipes. You know, it's gonna be a big job, but it's a big job that has to happen. And I'm very happy that I did spend the time and effort to get it done, because I just feel better, you know. It just feels kind of better when your characters have everything they're supposed to have, you know, instead of being like, I almost want to say half complete, when they feel like, you know, you don't have Rab's ultimate equipment, even though you're not going to use Rab, you still want his ultimate equipment, you know what I'm saying? Also, that was just a success. It wasn't a perfection, but it's okay. Also, you know, it's part of the items we probably need to collect for the item list anyway, so beautiful. Clothes. So this one's super frustrating because there's quite a lot here, as you can see. So hope you guys have settled in. You have some delicious coffee, tea, water, whatever it is that you like, and you are ready to see a lot of more fun forging. Because I know this episode's kind of been half story driven and half fun forging. But that is why I specifically kept the fun forging till the end of the episode, because I was like, well, I really want to make sure that the fun forging is done, but I also really want to make sure, sorry, that I do it on camera, but at a point where, like, if you don't want to look at it, if you don't want to watch the fun forging, you're like, okay, I saw the story part I wanted to see, skip the fun forging, he's finished his fun forging, and then he goes on to the game. That's completely acceptable. If that's how you want to do it, go for it. You know, who am I to tell you how to do your thing? Now, the clothes, as I mentioned, are so many to do, so many. So we're gonna get it all done very quickly. Now I might have fast forwarded to this because it's taking so long, much longer than I just read it, but I don't think I would have. So if you guys heard this Orange Chipmunk voice, I hope it was enjoyable, I guess. I'm trying to find a way to... There we go. I was like, I'm trying to find a way to kind of cheat the system here to get a perfection, guaranteed. And I can. Boom. And... boom. Beautiful. I've said it 4 times now, but I've done a lot of this, guys. There's not much to say when you're just forging new equipment. This is pretty much like... talk about the equipment, talk about the forging of the equipment, and talk about the process you do while forging the equipment. That's kind of all there is to do. There's not much story-wise or interesting-wise to say about it. But we're gonna... What? I miscalculated? There's no way I miscalculated. Let me get the book. Let me get the book. Where the fuck is this thing? Okay. Oh shit! I didn't get any of those. Okay, so apparently I messed up, guys. Whoopsie. So it's actually gonna be... there should actually be many more. No. Just the 2? Just the 2. I must have messed up somewhere in my grinding pattern, but that's okay. I will show it off at the end of this episode. I will go grind up those items and I'll do it in this episode. You will see it. You will see it. But I'm just going to do the other cloth ones for now. And then we'll jump to that last cloth one quickly. Because I'm kind of annoyed that I missed that. Honestly, I don't know how that happened. I apologize. But I'll make sure it happens, guys. Don't you worry about it. Inspirational strike. So you can actually keep the hem from this thing. I didn't know that. I used to use it immediately after I got it. I'll get it and I'll be like, use it. And then once I was like, well, I don't need it because A, I've kind of already got the perfects, so it's okay. And then another time I did it, I was like, I don't really need it. So I'm gonna use this lightning bash here to kind of gauge how much damage lightning bash does. 10. That should be fine. Yeah, it was super close. We won't perfect this. It's okay. It's okay, guys. We didn't have to perfect everything. We didn't have to be perfect masters. We just success. Never mind, we perfect because we badass. And we're the best there is, and the best ever was. Bum, bum, bum. Beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love it. More clothes, please. What is next? The Potentate's Pallium. I mean, I can't even pronounce that word in real life. That's okay. So once we finish all the equipment, then I will go and quickly grind up those items I need for the X-Toga. You won't see that. You'll just see me here, and then I'll be like, boop, I'm magically back with the items, which is kind of cool. The power of editing is a powerful, powerful tool for any YouTuber or game content creator. Anyway, then what I'm going to do is, of course, I'm going to do the Metal King Slime weapons and shield, so we can complete the entirety of the yeah, I thought I could bash there. I was a little off. It's okay. If we crit, I'll be in trouble if we didn't. And then I'm going to do the entirety of the Metal King equipment, the shield and all those weapons, so that we complete the entire recipe and all the fun things, and have perfected items or perfection through the entire Fun Forge menu, guys. How cool is that going to be? Like all of these stars, all of them. I hate you, X-Toga. How did I miss you? I don't know how I missed X-Toga, guys. I'm so embarrassed. I'm actually so embarrassed that I didn't collect the items I needed for that correctly. I made a mistake. It's very difficult to admit you made a mistake, especially after I spent so much time perfecting this, getting it exactly right. But it's okay, you know. If you can't admit to your own mistakes, as I mentioned before, you know, then you. So I kind of knew that was a risk, but I kind of still wanted to go for it. So my next bash is half, so I think a triple hammer over here will be fine. Well, that's actually perfect. I think I'm gonna go for a double whammy here. Next strike is doubled. How about a singular bash over here then? Perfect. A normal bash here. Perfect. And then we master stroke it. And then we normal bash here. Perfect. And that's how you get perfection, baby. That's how you get perfection. The master stroke is of utter importance. Using that at the right time is the defining factor. Whether you will get what you wanted to get and how you wanted to get it, or if you'll have to redo it in the rework situation. Zenlon Gown +3. Love it. That's for Jade. It's very sexy. It's like one of those Chinese outfits. I always think those are very sexy. Me personally. So clothes should be done. Except for X-Toga, because I messed up, but we'll do that soon. So let's quickly finish with the robes. There's only 2, and then after robes, it's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna get the items, guys, and then I'm gonna be back with the items in the time frame of a second, which is very cool. Okay, so I'm actually gonna do a very risky play here, very risky. I'm gonna quadra bash the bottom side. It worked out. Quadra bash the bottom side again. Some worked out a second time, and quadra bash the top side. I'm looking for master strike right now. Until I get master strike, I kind of can't finish this build. I really need the master strike. There we go, baby. I'm actually gonna do it immediately. I'm not gonna waste time here. I want to do it while my heat is still very high. Look at that. Look at that. Wasn't that beautiful, guys? Wasn't that one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen in your life of gaming? Oh, I had a feeling that would happen, game. I was like, I'm so scared I crit there, and it goes over. It's okay. Please just be a success at least. Success? Yeah. It wouldn't be a perfection because I messed up one of them, so it's okay. And last, but certainly not least, is the final robe, the Gown of Eternity. We'll start with the same logic. Sizzling, sizzling. All focus is halved. I like it. Quadra bash. Inspiration. Quadra bash. Inspiration. Quadra bash. Inspiration. Inspiration. I need my inspiration game. I kind of can't do it if I'm not inspired. There's the inspiration. So I'm actually going to be using the inspiration in the top half, as the bottom half is less likely to finish. Perfect. Now we're going to be very careful from this point onwards. Like, we need to, like, really be careful how we bash here. We don't mess it up again. Ooh, I was too close for comfort, baby. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. I know you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to do lightning bashes instead. Yeah, that should be perfection. That should be perfection. Perfection. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Awesome. Sweet, so I am going to go get those last 2 items I need to make the Extoga. And I'll see you guys right about now. And here we are, guys, to make the Extoga. I kind of forgot to hit that record button. Oops. I went to quickly get the items. I had some food, so I stopped the recording, and then I forgot to hit it in time when I started this. So I went to get the items. I just needed 2 gates of evolution. Really easy to get, so took no time at all. And now we're gonna make the Extoga. So after we make the Extoga, we will have made one of every single equipment in the game, as far as I know. And all that will be left to make is the Metal King items, which is 1 shield, which falls under armor, and then of course the final metal swords and metal weapons. So we will definitely be doing that. And then I'm just going to quickly rework every single item to get all of the stars, so that we have a beautiful starred out map. And then that's going to be the end of this episode, you know, and we're going to speak to that guy at the back there who knows about the Supreme Sword of Light. And we will then end it up with that and head to the next episode where we'll be. So as you can see, just the Metal King shield here. That's done. Those are all done. Those are done. 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 And done. Okay, sweet. So we're going to make the sword. Okay, so let's forge the Supreme Sword of Light finally. Use 2 Crimson Light, 2 Uber Gates of Evolution, and 2 Spectral Light, as well as the Sword of Light and Sword of Kings. That's insane. The Sword of Kings you need, of course, Orichalcum to make, and the Sword of Light you need Orichalcum to make. So you can almost say that it requires 2 Orichalcum and 2 Crimson Light, 2 Uber Gates of Evolution, and 2 Spectral Light to make, which is kind of ridiculous. So without further ado, let's do it. The final weapon we need to do other than the metal stuff. I mean, we have to do the metal stuff. I mean, it's something that has to happen, you know. We don't really get a choice of it, but we get there. Inspiration strikes. I love it. So I want to be very careful about how I do this, so that I don't ever find myself in a situation where I don't make it all the way like we did last time. Remember, guys? It was a big problem. I will single bash this just to get you in the... No, not yet, not yet. I almost did the... No, what am I doing? Oh, thank you, game, for having mercy on my soul. I pushed the wrong button. I got very lucky there because I pushed the wrong button. And the game was like, don't worry, I got you, brother. So thank you. I was like, thank you, game, for guarding my back. So I'm going to Master Stroke now, and I'm going to hope for the best to get a double-edged bash that gives me both of these golden. Beautiful. And that should be potentially perfection on the Supreme Sword of Light. We'll make the Metal King weapons of this. Perfection. Make the Metal King weapons of this, and then I will do the final edit, where I get all of the perfects for the other stuff I need to rework that I did not do the first time. Supreme Sword Light +3 put into bag. Quite 15 perfection balls. You can use the board right new. So now we're just gonna do the Metal Kings quickly. Metal King stuff. So I don't know if I have enough equipment for it all, so that is why I'm gonna do it like this. And then if I get to the point where it's like, oh, I still need to go get this, I'll just do the magical power of editing once again to get through there. And then we'll finish it off, of course, guys, we will finish it off with a very beautiful, very tasty, perfect every single one of the equipments. So you know I'm all about that perfect lifestyle, guys. I feel like a double whammy here to be safe. I don't want to risk it with a ooh, it's so close. If I can get a Masterful Strike right now, I'll be fine. If I can't get a Masterful Strike, I will have to rework this. So Mercy on myself, we're not getting one. Okay, that's okay. If we didn't get a Masterful Strike, we'll get a success though, so that's okay. But I'm really trying to get through this now very quickly because it's taking a little bit on the longer side. A little longer than I anticipated. Metal King Sword +2. I already had a Metal King Sword. I don't understand how the game says I didn't have it, but okay. So Metal King Great Sword needs another Uber Gate of Evolution. Boomerangs needs a nothing, so we'll make it. So I need to go grind up another Uber Gate of Evolution to finish that off. And that is kind of what I thought was gonna happen, so I'm not even mad. I'm literally not even mad, guys. I'm a little bit mad. I have to admit. Because it's just like more off-camera grinding for a book that I got after I had already done all the off-camera grinding. Only to find out that after I'd done all the off-camera grinding, I'd still missed 2 items. So that was a little bit frustrating, but you know. I have to realize that I made a mistake. And I paid the price for the mistake. By doing a little bit of extra work. It's okay. Just means this edit is going to just be a little bit more work than normal. Inspiration strikes, I love it. I love it. Except it's kind of useless here, but we'll do it anyway. So this inspiration strike isn't super good for us because I went over on the top one and the bottom one, so it's fine. We should maybe still get a +3 since we got 3 gold. I'm thinking perfection. It should be perfection. We didn't fail any of the other blocks, so it should perfect. Yeah, we go. I love me my perfections, baby. I love them. Metal King Goomerang. Perfect. So ones, nope. Heavy ones, nope. Spears, and Metal King Spear. So you can see like lots of recipes in this game. Holy crap, and a lot of forging to do. And it takes a lot of work. Like a lot. Now I do remember I specifically hate doing the spears. Because they're kind of frustrating. How much we can do about it though? So for a crit there, I didn't get it, so it's fine. So basically without a masterful strike now, I think we might fail this. So we would really be very happy if the game could be slightly generous and just give us one masterful inspiration. Because I kind of need it. So I'm going to go for a double here. It's a little bit much. Double here. Oh, it's perfect. Beautiful. I'm going to go for just normal bashes here. Can I do a lightning? I can do a lightning. Okay, I think that's fine. We don't get the perfection, I don't think, but it's okay. Are we working? Although we do, never mind. I take it back. We got the perfection, baby. Metal King Spear +3. Love it. Absolutely love it. Sweet. So I think we're actually like really quickly approaching the end of this, right? So that should be just a Metal King's shield now. And then we need to go get 1 Uber Gate of Evolution, which is super easy. Get that, and then we get that, and we're done. And I'll just do my beautiful off-camera perfecting of all the items. And what you guys will see will be a beautiful, completed, 100% completed, perfect, starred, Funforge recipe book. I go for normal card here because I'm worried about the top one. Yeah, you see I was very worried about that top one. As you can see, I had good reason to be. What am I doing? I'm stupid. I'm pushing too quick. I pushed a little bit too quick and I paid the price. Which was the fuck up the shield price. But okay. So we won't get a anything. This will just be a normal success. But it's alright. It might even be a failure. It could be a failure. Success or failure? Success at least. Okay, thank goodness it's at least success. I'm very grateful the game was kind enough to make that at least a success. Because they could have made that not success. Swordsmith of Light created award for crafting the supreme sword of light on the fun size forge. And we even got a trophy. Swordsmith of Light. So let's speak to this guy. I think he's the one that was about it. Calasmus wear shroud, shroud of darkness, no cut shroud, no win. Legend here, Legend of Odin, Luminary of Legend, Odin used sword of light, Odin cut shroud, but not normal sword of light. Better, stronger, super, Luminary used super sword, cut shroud. Fine, Calasmus, fight Calasmus and win. So I made the supreme sword of light like he wanted. So right now I just need 1 Uber Gate of Evolution to get the final recipe. So I'm going to quickly go and get that Uber Gate of Evolution. I'm going to come back here with the Uber Gate of Evolution, and then I'm going to make the final great sword, and we're going to be done with this episode. I'll literally quickly do the perfecting of everything. That the only thing left is the great metal slime sword, and then we'll do that, and that'll be another episode. See you guys in a few. And here we are making the final greatsword. I accidentally forgot to put my mic back on, so there was no sound in the start. Oopsie. But anyway, we are now back and we're going to be trying to get a perfect greatsword. Because I want a perfected greatsword. I'll be very happy if I get one. So let's try our best to make it happen. I think this is a fine time to master strike. It should be fine. Once we get this, I will have actually perfected every item in the game. I'll definitely be showing that off after this though, so it's a little bit of an accomplishment, I'd say. I don't think it's going to be a trophy or anything per se for doing that, but I just wanted to get it done anyway, because it's kind of like a personal... I might not get it now because I actually went over there. Oh, how did that go over? A single bash went over? There was no way that single bash was going to go over, but apparently it did. Oh well. So I might not get a perfect now. I'm probably not going to get a perfect now because I think if you go over, you instantly lose the perfect. So I'm obviously extremely annoyed because to lose a perfect because I went over when with a basic bash, you know, the only thing light in that would have been a lightning bash. So I kind of got screwed there on the RNG, but it was just success here. It's fine. I still perfected even though I went over. I guess it was meant to be, guys. I guess this was meant to be the final item, the Metal King Greatsword, and that will be the final item. That means we have +3 to every single item in the game. If we go to weapons, you can see all of them are starred. All of them are starred, and we're just gonna keep checking them all out. They are all starred, as you can see. So I'm very excited now that I've finished all the recipes in the game, as far as I know, unless there's more recipes to come, which I truly doubt at this point. We are actually just done with all the recipes, and now we have the ultimate equipment and the ultimate everything for every single character in the game, which means we are as strong as we can get, right? There's still quite a few items in the game that can be made into +3, like some of like Erdwin's outfit that my main character is on. Since you find that in a chest and you do not actually forge it, it can still be made +3, but I'm not going to be worrying too much about that on camera. Might do it off camera if I ever struggle, but I don't think we will. Without further ado, that should be the end of Awesmithing on the Funforge for the rest of the game. Next episode, we will be going to Erdwin's Lantern and finally, actually, finishing the game. For now, thank you very, very much for watching and sticking through the playthrough. I hope you all enjoyed that Funforge-filled episode, because that's all it really was. Pretty much like an hour plus of 20 minutes of gaming content and the rest of it being Funforge. But that is how you have to perfect every single item, and it's part of the 100%, and it's part of playing a JRPG to its fullest, which I am trying to do here and show off with this great game. For now, I'll see you next time with more Dragon Quest XI Act 3.